Happy Wednesday, everyone. So for ELT today, you have some linear equations. I know you guys are getting really good at this by now. So for this one, I'm actually not going to go over examples. You guys got this. So challenge yourself, show your steps, and see how it goes. I will go over some of the inequality ones for you. So just remember, it's the same thing as solving an equation. I'm going to go ahead and use the distributive property to get rid of these parentheses first. So 5 times u is 5u. 5 times negative 6 is negative 30 plus 4 is greater than 9u plus 2. Okay, so now I have like terms to combine on this side. So 5u, negative 30 plus 4 would be negative 26 is greater than negative 9u plus 2. Now I'm going to move my variable to one side. I get 14u minus 26 is greater than 2. Okay, now I'm going to add 26 to both sides. And I get 14u is greater than 28. And then I just divide on both sides by 14. U is greater than 2. For this one, there's parentheses here, but this is just saying 3 plus negative 8 or 3 minus 8, which is negative 5 is greater than or equal to. Okay, now I'm going to distribute 4u minus 40, and I'm going to add 40 to both sides. I'm left with 4u is less than or equal to negative 5 plus 40, that's like positive 35, and then I'm going to divide on each side by 4. So 35 fourths is greater than or equal to u. And you can turn this into a mixed number or a decimal, or just leave it as is. Okay, let's look at this one. So negative 3 times z is negative 3z. Negative 3 times negative 2 is a positive 6. Is less than negative 5 times 8 is negative 40. And if you don't remember, when you're multiplying and dividing, you can make this little triangle and you cover up the signs you have. So a negative times a positive is a negative. Negative divided by a positive is also a negative. But if I have a negative times a negative or a negative divided by a negative, I cover them up and I'm left with positive. So that's why negative 3 times negative 2 gave us a positive 6. Okay, now I'm ready to subtract 6 from both sides. I get negative 3c is less than negative 46. I'm just going to divide by negative 3 on both sides. So guys, this is something kind of weird with inequalities. If I'm dividing on both sides by a negative, I have to flip this symbol. So I'm left with z is not less than anymore, it's greater than. And then I have a negative divided by a negative, so it's going to be a positive 46 thirds. And once again, I could simplify that if I wanted to. And if you do simplify it, it would wind up being 15 and 1/3. So z is greater than 15 and 1/3. Okay, let's look at this one. Okay, so I'm going to start over here and combine my like terms. 5 times negative 6 is negative 30 is greater than or equal to u divided by negative 3. Now I'm going to multiply by negative 3 on both sides. u is less than or equal to positive 90. However, I'm multiplying on both sides by a negative. So just like when I was dividing, I need to flip my symbol. So 90 is actually less than or equal to u. So whenever I am multiplying on both sides by a negative number to isolate my variable, or dividing on both sides, I need to flip my symbol. Okay, let's look here. Here I'm going to add 6 to both sides. 5t is less than or equal to negative 5. Now here, I have to divide by 5. I'm not dividing by a negative 5 because the negative 5 is not with the variable. I'm dividing by a positive 5, so I don't flip the inequality symbol. It's still t is less than or equal to negative divided by a negative is a positive 1. Okay, guys, I hope that was helpful. Keep working and trying your best, and I'll tune in with you all tomorrow. Adios.